Smiles, everyone, smiles. I am Mr. Rourke, your host. Welcome to Robben Island. Now, you have to be over probably 50 years old to understand that. But I am at Robben Island, which is on River Road in Elk County, about 3 miles above the big village of Belltown. I'm on the Clarion River and I am camping. Should you like to visit this area, here's the GPS coordinates. 41 decimal point 35950. 79 decimal point 00668. So we'll take you on a little tour here of the place. Small tour. Starting with, we'll go across River Road to the Clarion River. So here we go. So this is River Road. You go that way, which I feel pretty confident is south. You go to Belltown. You go this way, which I feel pretty confident is north. You go to Halton, home of the infamous Halton Hilton, and eventually you end up in Ridgeway. So here's a map of the river. We are at Robben Island, which is right here. Here we are going downriver past mile 66 to Belltown. Here's Millstone Creek at mile 64. Some of you may be familiar with Lolita. And we continue on down to Clear Creek State Park at mile 61, Clarington, and eventually we come to Cook's Forest and Cooksburg. Just to acquaint you with where we're at. A little bit of explanation and common sense about how to use the river. So here's what it's all about right here. This is the Clarion River. Perfect for tubing, canoeing, kayaking, swimming, fishing. And I really thought I was going to get to witness a capsized canoe right off the bat, but that didn't happen. At least not yet. They're still trying. Not too busy today. It's a Thursday. It's almost 5 in the afternoon, so come Saturday, this place will be a zoo.
Sit in your bum. Put your bum in the center.
It's a pretty spectacular and special section of watershed, in my opinion. All right, the Clarion River, mile. Hang on, let me navigate these rocks without busting my neck. Robbins Island, mile 67.8. So we're heading back over across the road now. Robbins Island. So why do they call it Robbins Island? Well, there used to be a signboard around here that explained it. If I find it, I'll show it to you. Here we have the restrooms, outhouses, pit toilets, latrines, whatever you want to call them, which are presently closed because of the pandemic. I would read that to you, but they're closed. That's all there is to it. I'd rather, they feel it's more sanitary to have you pissing and shitting in the woods than using these things. River otters. This section of the river from, Belltown pretty much to probably Halton is pretty well known for river otter activity. You see them this time of year, but you got a better chance of seeing them around January, February. I think the reason that is because there's no foliage on the trees. They're a little easier to spot. Oh, here we go. So where's the island at Robbins Island? The area where you are standing, was once the homestead of Thomas Slyhoff, pronounced Slaff, excuse me. The Slaff family farmed this area from the late 1870s until the early 1900s. There were once 2 well-built frame houses, a barn, and several outbuildings, including an ice house at this location. Each time the Clarion River flooded, the water would fill Wilson Run to your right, and Slaff Spring Run to your left, leaving the family virtually stranded on this small island of land. So where's the island at Robbins Island? You're standing right in the middle of it. So in this immediate area, there's only 2 campsites. There's one, there are others. I think there may be, I'm thinking six total, I think. There's one on down the road here a bit. There's 2 here, and there's about 3 more on up the road. Here's the one campsite, which is not my campsite. Now we're heading up to my site. They're calling this site C7. So maybe there's more sites here than what I think. But here we go. My sleeping quarters. A 2001 Rockwood Freedom Model 1980 pop-up. Fire ring, my chair, my smoldering wood. I'm just trying to keep it going a bit so I can cook on it later without using up all my wood. And there are various paths that could take off of here. I walked up there a little bit to find some tinder for my fire, and there's another fire ring on up in there. But I'm kind of wishing now I'd have brought my hammock, because over there's a few good hammocking trees. So you may ask yourself, you know, the question I get asked a lot is, what do you do when you're here? What is there to do? And the answer to that question is not a damn thing. You don't do anything because there ain't nothing to do. You sit, you watch the fire burn, you eat, drink, go to the bathroom, drink beer. That's what you do. Okay, so moving on, the last feature of this joint. You ask, where do you get water? And the answer to that question is right ahead of us. Frankly, I'm surprised this thing's flowing this good considering how dark or how dry it's been. I was thinking about how dark it is back here. Here's the spring. That's where you get your water. Most people would probably recommend that you filter or boil it. I don't. I never boil or filter spring water, and I've never died. I love them mossy rocks. They look so cool. So that's pretty much the tour. That's Robin Island. I keep wanting to pluralize it. Robin Island. Allegheny National Forest. I gave you the GPS waypoints. All you got to do is put them in the search box and in Google Maps, and it'll fly you right here. Nice place. Gets a little crazy on weekends, but hey, the place is here for everybody to enjoy. So until later, or until I go somewhere else, I'm Mr. Rourke, your host, and this has been Robin Island.